This is the brand new shoulder rig from SmallRig. It's called the SR009.
You're watching CineD, supported by B&H and CVP.
Hey everybody, welcome back to NAB 2026 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. My name's Graham Ayler-Sheldon. I'm at the SmallRig booth with Manny from SmallRig to talk about a brand new shoulder rig right behind me here, Manny. So right off the bat, what are some of the key things about I'll get out of the way. What are some of the key things with this shoulder rig?
So this is going to be our SR009 or SR009. It is an upgraded version from our SR007, whereas before the handles were integrated into the frame. You only had a shoulder pad. You didn't have necessarily like a tripod mounting situation unless you wanted to just remove the sled, the Manfrotto sled that was on it. And on top of that, you know, it was a good shoulder rig, but what we've decided to do is remove the extra step of having to remove the entire sled and or balance system onto the SR009's base and make the entire thing a quick attach and detach VCT receiving system. And on top of that, we've also made it where you can remove the handles so that it doesn't always have to sit with it. So if you wanted to run this as just a simple tripod build, you can remove the handles and you don't have to readjust your balance, maybe just a little bit because of the weight of the handles, but you don't have front handles just dangling in front of your rig. And most of the times when we go from, you know, shoulder rigs, tripods, etc., we sometimes also have to break down the rods and whatnot. The SR009 allows you to have your rods integrated into this entire system, so that whatever lives on those rods can transfer over from shoulder rig to your tripod setup.
I mean, the thing I care about right at the top is this little, like, comfy little shoulder pad here. Anything you can tell me about that or the back pad here?
Yeah, absolutely. So the bottom pad was another thing that was, it was fixed before. Now you're able to adjust it. So when you have the weight of the rig on your shoulder, and this is, by the way, a very huge setup that we're displaying here. This is an FX6 with a 2X anamorphic zoom from Laowa and also, you know, our X221. This is a very heavy setup. I can grab this quickly, throw it on my shoulder, and comfortably let it sit there because the pad on this is just, for me, it is very, very comfortable. But if I wanted to adjust the weight positioning on it, you know, maybe closer to my neck, closer to my shoulder, I can slide that and adjust that, whereas before that was just a fixed position.
And also, these are very important to me, the front handles, because, you know, I think some of us have been in that situation where we're doing like a tilt down move and then these guys get a little loose. I'm not saying from you, but give me a sense that these are going to be able to hold the weight of my camera body without slipping at all. And how adjustable are they?
Being able to adjust the positioning of your handles is probably the biggest key point in the handle attachment unit itself. It is a quick press button where you just push, move. Push, move. So if you wanted to also extend it, it's just push and slide. It is using our HawkLock integration system that we've had before, where you press the button and you press the button and you slide it around and it locks on a track. So whenever you're going up and you're going down, maybe you want to reposition the handle so the handles themselves aren't starting to dig into you or into something behind you, or if you're in a tight confined space, you are able to adjust the handles without having to take it off or having AC or someone come in and assist you while you're in mid shot. So yeah, no, these things are really quick to make an adjustment, but you also do have a quarter 20 with guided pins on it. So like, we've always had the camera with the monitor like slapped right in front of us, in front of our eyes. You're now able to mount it on the front and or any other accessory, so that you can now have that accessory right there in front of you. They do take standard airy rosette connections. So if you wanted to go ahead and just remove the handle and maybe put on a different type of handle, or maybe like a follow focus unit or some sort of control unit, as long as it's got a standard airy rosette, or if you want, you can grab one of our airy rosette adapters and you can now add it to your shoulder, or the handles on the shoulder rig, and you know you're able to still stay in control of your entire camera without having to move around.
Yeah, Manny, I also noticed you have mounting points on this back shoulder pad as well. I don't know, that could be good for like wireless, maybe a battery solution or something. You have some options there as well. And then the plate that goes between the VCT shoulder and the camera itself, is that what type of plate is that?
So it's actually 2 plates.
Oh, okay, 2 plates.
Yeah, so you actually have 2 plates. You have 2 tiers of adjustment. The very bottom one is going to be a standard Manfrotto width, so that you're able to, if you wanted to, you can remove the entire camera with the rod system, remove your handles, and then put it on your tripod, and also get rid of the shoulder pad and the VCT plate, so that you can now go from shoulder rig to tripod setup, and or if you had like a really big heavy duty gimbal, you could, or a steady cam, you can move in between setups without having to bring all the extra weight with you.
Well, Manny, you know, we like to switch things up here a little bit, so I want to try this out right now. Can you hold the microphone for me? Actually, let's just figure this out.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Manny from CineD.
Hey, I didn't say take control of the channel, Manny. All right. All right. All right, let me try just moving some stuff. So I'm really weird when I operate. I do this sometimes. Have you ever seen anyone do this?
Yes.
It's messed up. Don't do this at home. And then one of the things I care most about with this part right here is how sweaty I get and if it's going to slip. And this feels like it won't slip.
Oh, yeah.
All right, and then this is a little slidey guy you're talking about.
Yes. So yeah, you would press this one in and then slide it down.
Ooh. And then the other thing I care most about with shoulder rigs is if I can do this while I'm operating.
Yes.
Because the most annoying thing, right, is when you have to set this down, move everything. So let's see. I mean, yeah. And then the other thing I think about a lot is like just whipping around, which I'm not going to do to you right now, but you want, and there's a full follow focus on my right hand. You probably can't see that, but let's see. And then I want to feel that back shoulder pad for a second. So I'm going to do a little tilt move here. So one of the things I like about the back shoulder pad is the fact it pivots a little bit.
Yes.
It's not rigid.
Yes, it is.
Get on you, Manny.
Okay, so it is not a fixed back pad. It does have like a swivel pivot action. So as you move around, the pad stays fixed, but it's able to comfortably move around, so it's not just digging or burrowing into your own back.
Yeah, and you know, I might move these a little further back if I was shooting a TV show right now, but I mean, you know, this is very cool, Manny. This is a great update to your universal shoulder system.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. This has probably I've already had like a week of playing with it. I've replaced a lot of base plates because of this thing.
Nice. All right, and then can we go from shoulder to clicking it back into the VCT plate? We hope so, because this is something we do like a million times in a shoot day. So I'm going to try it out right here. All right, and that part we all care about is going from shoulder to tripod in a way that hopefully doesn't make us look insane. Let's see. There we go, nice and snug, and we have that clip. You know, I love operating. I care very much about my shoulder rigs, and this seems pretty cool. Only time will tell. I can't wait for people to see it out in the field and get to put their hands on it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is definitely one of those products that you would really rarely think would ever get updated. But we found a way to make it more of what the customer wants, and that's obviously been our mission. We listen to our end users, we listen to the professionals, and you know, we tried to deliver.
Well, thank you for listening to user feedback. That means a lot to us. I know it means a lot to you guys at home. Thank you so much for watching. That's it for us here at SmallRig at NAB 2026. If you want to see more videos, you know, like this one, hopefully you agree with me, Manny, please like and subscribe below. That would be awesome. Yeah, one more time. I was like, this is long. Okay. Yeah, all good. All right, that's it for us here at the SmallRig booth at NAB 2026. If you want to see more videos just like this, hit like and subscribe. Manny, thanks a lot. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Absolutely, and thank you for having us.
Thanks for watching, everybody.